charlesmasterclass.com now. That's charlesmasterclass.com.
This is the Bison Football Show with Coach Matt Entz, brought to you by Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, and Pepsi.
Welcome on into the Bison Football Show here with Coach Entz. I'm Sam Neidermann, and the Bison win it today at Missouri State, 38-10, the final. Coach, back in the win column. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. It's a good day. Kids showed up, had a chip on their shoulder. It was a very quiet trip. Starting yesterday, getting on the plane in Fargo. Last night was pretty quiet. Today, drive over was quiet, and was excited to see us play well. There's things we can work on, but 5 takeaways. We're very efficient in the red zone. I think we're 50% on third down. A lot of things situationally that you look forward.
You mentioned the lead up, the business-like, mature preparation coming into this game. What did you like from the response of the team on the field once the ball was kicked?
Well, the first start is having a great week of practice, and we did that. But we have to take practice and then put it to use on Saturday, and that was where I think our maturity, elevated this week. It was the Bison versus the Bison. Can we play to the standard that we've set for ourselves, that our program deserves? And I just challenge the guys every day that standard is there. If we can continue to elevate it, can we push it? And I was excited to see the response.
You talked about the veteran leadership playing an important role in the build-up to this game. Coach, how important were they in setting the tone for the group?
Well, they set the tone early in the week. I talked earlier this week about, maybe 24 guys stopping by the office on Sunday. And a lot of them were leadership guys. They came in, did their treatment, and came up to the office and checked in on me, make sure I was doing okay, but also, allowed, we're candid in their thought, and gave some really good, transparent feedback that I think can help us as we move forward through this season.
No doubt about it. Let's take a look at the first half highlights presented by Gate City Bank.
Bison opening drive, second down 7, own 44-yard line. Miller from the gun, hands off TK Marshall, big hole right side, into Missouri State territory, and ran it out of bounds at the Missouri State 39. Barika Penu has checked in off the left hip with 3 receivers right. Mathis, a single man left. Miller pumps, back to throw, airs it out, looking end zone, and it is juggled and caught by Zach Mathis. Touchdown. 2 receivers left with a man in motion, Rajon Nelson. Pass play on first down. Miller winds up, fires over the middle of the field, caught by Zach Mathis. Down to the Missouri State 45-yard line.
For the Bison off tackle for the number of defenders or offensive players there.
On first and goal from the 9, quarterback keeper Miller looking for the corner, inside the 5, down to the 3, diving and in. Touchdown, Bison from the Bison 47. Missouri State trying to get the 46. Pistol formation, bad snap. Pachot picks it up, gives to right, didn't get there. He did not get there. Bison stopped him. NDSU looking to add to a 14-7 lead, 11-13 to play in the half. Cole Payton at quarterback from the 20-yard line on first down. Quarterback keeper jukes. He's got the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bison. Cole Payton in for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. With Robinson and Owens, the receivers into the boundary left. 3 receivers, Bex, Clinton, and Key on the right. Pachot back to throw. Under pressure. He is hit, and the ball is intercepted. It's intercepted by the Bison. Intercepted by Luke Wirtz, and the Bison have a takeaway. They'll is an own 19-yard line. Empty backfield. Shotgun snap. Miller stands in, scans, backpedaling, fires over the middle, and it is that caught? It is caught by Joe Stuffles. Bison by 14. Empty backfield. 3 left, 2 right. Miller gets the snap, stands in, spirals, end zone open, man. Touchdown. Zach Mathis has his 2nd touchdown of the game. Clock stopped after the first down. Shotgun snap to Pachot. He stands in, fires over the middle. Too hot. Intercepted. Intercepted by NDSU.
First half stats presented by Nodak Insurance Company. And, Coach, you look at these numbers, your team in control, 351 yards of offense at the break.
Yeah, no, we did a really good job. Came out and from the get-go were able to run the football. Cam did a great job of spreading the ball around. We hit Zach on a couple big plays. And I mean, we're utilizing everybody throughout the team and being multiple offensively, and I think that's just forcing teams to maybe water down a little bit what they're doing defensively, but we're able to take advantage of some of our skill. But, really for the first half, the only thing that was frustrating was we had a couple penalties that I thought set us back, and then we had that. They hit a couple verticals on us in like maybe the second or third series of the game where they had maybe a 78-yard drive or so. You always wish you could have a play here or there back, but overall I was pleased, especially how quickly we were able to start the first half.
Fourth down stop in that first half. They're on the plus side of the field. Bad snap. Defense rallies the ball. Logan Kopp on the spot. How big was that moment?
Well, that's huge. I mean, we created a short field for our offense. Our offense just got done scoring, 14 points before that. And, to all of a sudden have the ball on the plus side of the 50. And what a confidence builder for Code Green when you can get off the field on fourth down. We did a really good job on third down throughout the game, but that was a huge fourth down stop for us.
Able to get the interception by Jaden Price, too, when Missouri State was driving looking for points.
Yeah, they got towards the red zone. We got a little soft maybe in some big zone as we tried to navigate that last minute. But we forced some air on the ball, and Jaden was in the right place at the right time, and that was a big takeaway right before half, especially with them getting the ball first in the third quarter.
Kept the score at 28-7 as we went into the halftime locker room. More to come here on the Bison Football Show with Coach Entz. When we come back, we'll take a look at our second half highlights.
Teamwork, talent, dedication, leadership. These values that win championships on the field, build community, improve lives, and make a difference every single day. For you, for our neighbors, for our community, for a better way of life. Gate City Bank.
Champions work hard and champions play hard, but none of it happens without the rest and recovery that comes from a good night's sleep. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is the official sleep partner of the NDSU Bison, and just like the Herd, they're a proud company founded in North Dakota with North Dakota values and tradition. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is a third-generation company now at the showroom in Fargo, offering premium mattresses to help you take your sleep seriously. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, located on 13th Avenue. You're going to love sleeping with us.
We're all players in the waiting game, whether that's for the day's first flight, the first shot, or the first retrieve. Entire off seasons of prep and practice all pointed at that singular moment each of us live for. First light. Because that's when it all becomes real. And it's finally your time to shine. Shields.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
For 70 years, you've invited us into your homes as the most trusted source for news in the region.
That's why we continue to work so hard to keep you informed, providing more news today to more people than ever before.
We're the longest operating locally owned news station in the region.
And that's all thanks to you.
Thank you for making us the most trusted. Your voice for 70 years.
The news leader, WDAY News.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back into the Bison Football Show here with Coach Entz. And, Coach, you look at the second half, your group, a 28-7 lead coming out of the halftime locker room. You're able to hold on there and defensively create more issues, create more takeaways to get the win.
No doubt. Giving the offense the ball back, either through making them punt, creating some takeaways, or just stops was big. We gave up that field goal where we did a nice job of kind of bowing up in the red zone, but really pleased with how we played on both sides of the football, especially when you're on the road. There was a lot of great energy, and our guys were really committed to executing at a high level.
Cole Wisniewski, another interception there in the second half too.
Yep, great play. And you see his range. Cole, for a big kid, can cover some ground, and went up and high pointed that one right there along our sideline, and had a great job of getting a big return and getting us back in a scoring situation.
And then on offense, you had Cole Payton come in. He gets his first career touchdown pass as he connects with Jake Lippy.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a kind of a mesh concept, and all of a sudden Lippy coming from the far side of the field, and I think they made eye contact, and I didn't even see Lippy in the back of the end zone, but big time throw and big time catch.
Yeah, love to see it. Let's take a look at how it all looked on our second half highlights presented by Gate City Bank.
3rd down 7, Bison own 13. Miller back to throw, stands in the pocket, fires a long spiral left side. Mathis with the catch. Zach Mathis doing it all today here in Springfield. On top of things today, 5:59 to go in the third. 3rd down at 8. Bison own 43. Miller under pressure, fires, got a man at the sticks. It's Mathis, broke a tackle 40, down the sideline 30, and then dragging his way inside the 25-yard line. Zach Mathis once again. Crosa on for a 40-yard field goal right hash. Caleb Bowers will snap. Caden Steindorf the hole. Snap placement. Kick is up on the way, and it is good. On 1st down and 10, Pachot out of the gun. Gets the snap. Stands in. Fires it right side. Intercepted by Cole Wisniewski for the Bison. Here comes Wiz up the sideline. 30, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Quarterback to beat 30, and then down to the 25-yard line. 3rd down and goal from the 4. Payton back to throw. Rolls out to his left. Pump fake. Lefty throw. Touchdown. He got Jake Lippy running to the near side in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Bison. Stadium. 3rd down 5 from the 40 on the left hash. 4-man rush. Almost gets home. A screen pass to Manning. He's got a blocker in front to the 40. Jukes his way to the 45. And ball came out. Ball came out. Bison have his football.
Well, I don't know if he's doing exactly what I did, but he's on the path to do that. But this is his senior year, and I just told him to go out here, just have fun, and you're only good as your opportunities. Obviously, like I said, they're not having a great year thus far, but I just told him to go out there, just keep working hard, and let things happen for him.
Accounting major, Jackson Dutton-Heffer. He's going to graduate earlier in the spring. Here's 1st and 10 from the 10. Handoff. Owen Johnson, he might break it to the 30. Foot race 40, 50. Sideline to the 40, and then dragged down at the Missouri State 36-yard line. Final score with the clock hitting zeros here at Plaster Stadium. NDSU 38, Missouri State 10. The Bison come down here and roll the Bears, and they get back in the win column, moving to 4-1 on this young 2023 season.
Let's take a look at our final stats presented by Nodak Insurance Company. And, Coach, at the end of the day, big-time offensive production, 534 total yards for your team.
And probably a lot of balance there. I know late in the game, heavy run game. You got to see a guy like Owen Johnson have some success. But, again, I know I've said it before, the balance being multiple offensively. I think Coach Roll and the offensive staff are doing a really good job of taking advantage of the field, with trade shift in motion, but also getting the ball to our playmakers in space.
Speaking of playmakers, Zach Mathis was one of them. He's our Nodak Insurance Company player of the game. We were able to catch up with him after the victory.
Yeah, so this was a pretty long week coming off the loss, and a big emphasis this week was starting fast and be more explosive. So for us to start the first 2 drives with touchdowns was definitely the direction we wanted to head, and this team's only getting better, and I think that is a credit to our coaches and the work we put in as players, and I just think we were very more efficient today.
There you go, Zach Mathis, our Nodak Insurance player of the game. And, Coach, your big senior target, he delivered today 6 catches, 160 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. touchdowns.
He did a great job. He's a big target, has good speed, but his length is what creates the separation and problems. And especially when you try today, we got him matched up on number 12, a safety, and it just was he struggled. And Zach's a big, long kid. He's stronger than most people think. It's been fun to watch him mature and develop from his freshman year to now. I mean, just the strength, the understanding of the offense, and the confidence that he's playing with.
Absolutely. It was on display today. It's now time for our Great Clips, Great Question of the Game. Coach, this week's question comes from Trevor in Thief River Falls. He wants to know, how does weight training change from preseason to in-season?
Well, in-season, it was just not as often. At least twice a week for a lot of our travel guys. We still continue to lift 4 days a week with our developmental kids, our redshirted kids, just because it's a great opportunity to get ahead, get caught up. So many of our young men that come to our program are multi-sport. And so all through high school, it was a maintenance program. And now that they're able to focus on weight gain, strength, you see a lot of our young players, meaning our freshmen, have huge gains that first year. But and then I think a lot of our players find time to get in there, maybe an extra time on their own.
You got to love that. Coach Kramer getting them in the lab, certainly going to get big-time gains.
That's right, no doubt.
Love it. More to come here on the Bison Football Show with Coach Entz. Stick with us.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Teamwork, talent, dedication, leadership. These values that win championships on the field, build community, improve lives, and make a difference every single day. For you, for our neighbors, for our community, for a better way of life. Gate City Bank.
Champions work hard and champions play hard, but none of it happens without the rest and recovery that comes from a good night's sleep. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is the official sleep partner of the NDSU Bison, and just like the Herd, they're a proud company founded in North Dakota with North Dakota values and tradition. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is a third-generation company now at the showroom in Fargo, offering premium mattresses to help you take your sleep seriously. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, located on 13th Avenue. You're going to love sleeping with us.
We're all players in the waiting game. Whether that's for the day's first flight, the first shot, or the first retrieve. Entire off seasons of prep and practice all pointed at that singular moment each of us live for. First light. Because that's when it all becomes real. And it's finally your time to shine. Shields.
Another rock and roll weekend.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Back here on the Bison Football Show with Coach Entz. In this week's Olaf Anderson feature, we caught up with senior wide receiver Zach Mathis.
Tell me about how your role has evolved over the last 2 years. You're now the old man on the team. How have you come onto that as a leader's role over the last couple of years?
Just making sure that I bring the young guys along, leading by example, doing the little things right, like I said, even outside of football, making sure that I'm on top of everything and just doing the best I can with the opportunities I get and making the most of them.
I know you were hurt a lot first couple of years, thinking maybe this isn't it. Maybe it won't work here. Did that ever go through your mind?
Oh yeah, definitely. You have a lot of those types of emotions and doubts when you keep getting hurt and stuff like that. And I've even contemplated if football was even right for me without as much as I was getting hurt. But just staying true, using my faith in God to trust that He has a plan for me and not to give up. And so that's what's really kept me going. And then the support of my teammates as well when I was injured really allowed me to keep pushing forward.
Was there a breakthrough, like for you mentally? Either was it playing more, catching the ball more? Like what was it to say, I'm going to stick with it?
I don't know if I had an exact breakthrough moment, like so to say, but just just slowly seeing things improve for me probably was it. It wasn't all at once. It was just over time, just my role just kept expanding and expanding. So I think I would say it was that for me.
To be now that Cam looks for you, especially on third down, describe that trust factor between the two of you.
Just me and him have great chemistry. We go over a lot of film study and talk a lot together, and we put a lot of work this off season. And over the past couple of years now, we've had that bond of a meeting on our own time and going over like our opponents, and even in the off season, just little stuff we want to work on for the upcoming season. So I think that trust factor has really built between both of us. So I think that's what caused the catalyst for him to look for me on those crucial downs.
Alrighty, Coach. Zach Mathis, a captain, sixth-year guy, comes all the way to Fargo from Tampa, and here he is. It's kind of crazy, already in the final chapter of his Bison career.
No doubt. And, I just, again, can't be more excited for a young man coming up here from Berkeley Prep, had a tremendous high school career, and to, just the buy-in that Zach has shown over the course of his career to be voted captain by his peers. Young man that, before being recruited by NDSU, didn't know where Fargo, North Dakota was, and now he calls us home. And it's exciting to see his impact to that room, his leadership, his willingness to give back to the young players, make sure that they're ready to go, make sure they understand. He's been really special to watch grow up and develop right in front of our eyes.
How big is that when you've got a lot of young guys in that room, when they can look to a leader who's been around the block?
Well, I think it says a lot about Bison pride and making sure that the needs of the people around you are bigger than yours. Zach's he's always wanted the ball, and I don't know a receiver that doesn't, but he has waited for his opportunity to be the guy and make some plays, and he's making the most of every opportunity that he has right now. And like I said, I know that our redshirt freshmen and Carson Hagerly, Cedric Wall, Makai Collins, those guys think the world of Zach just because of his willingness to help and to serve and to give back to those guys so they have the same success that he's having.
Yeah, pretty cool to see, Coach. We're just getting started here throughout the season for Zach. We've got more to come here on the Bison Football Show with Coach Entz. Stick with us.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arden Beachy, Medical Director at Swanson Hyperbarics and former Bison quarterback. We all know that injuries are part of the game. We treat concussions, ankle sprains, and everything in between. Our goal is to safely return athletes back to the action and have them performing at their best. Whether it's hyperbaric oxygen therapy, the ozone hocket, or magnetic therapy, our technologies will reduce inflammation quickly and speed up the healing process. Call Swanson Hyperbarics today and find out how we can help you.
Exclusively at Halberstadt's West Acres Mall, discover the largest selection of Jack Victor suits and sport coats with our entire stock marked down to half price. With a legacy of craftsmanship spanning generations, each Jack Victor piece outfits you with a versatile style that offers timeless appeal for any occasion. Experience the everyday elegance Jack Victor menswear has to offer. Elevate your wardrobe today. Visit Halberstadt's West Acres Mall for half off our entire Jack Victor suit and sport coat inventory.
I want to do everything to the best of my ability.
Travel.
My bad. On the court and on the road. If I make a mistake, I want to know.
Lane violation.
And when I'm at my best, I want to see the rewards. That's why I signed up for the Drive for Less program with NODAC Insurance. I drive safely so I could save up to 30% on my insurance premium. Driving safe and saving money? That's a good call. Download the NODAC Insurance app today.
The stories we share are more than just words. They are unseen conversations and interviews. They are hours of research and dedication. They are the stories that connect us with the truth and with each other. We're honored to share your stories.
Welcome back into the Bison Football Show with Coach Entz, putting a bow on things as the Bison take down Missouri State 38-10. And Coach, on to the next one. Another road trip here in the Valley as you guys go up to Grand Forks to take on UND.
No doubt, a solid program, really good. Have had a lot of success of recent years, and we're going to have another great week of practice, hone in on the details, and allow our kids to play fast because we know it's going to be a loud venue. And so we're going to need to be prepared both offensively and defensively for an exciting contest.
Looking forward to the challenge, Coach. Appreciate the time, and good, thank you again. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That is it for us here on the Bison Football Show. A big thank you to our entire crew. For Coach Entz, I'm Sam Neidermann. We'll catch you guys next week.
Today's Bison Football Show with Coach Matt Entz has been presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.
Experience the best of local sports, news, and weather like never before. Download the WDAY Plus app, your new digital destination. Stream live, exclusive, and on-demand content from Bison games to high school sports. Stay informed with up-to-the-minute news and weather coverage on your phone and connected devices. Download the WDAY Plus app today. Available now on Apple TV, Fire TV,